Okay, now live. Okay, we got people joining. Hey everyone, hey Josh, hey. How's it going everyone? Thank you all for tuning in to today's stream. I'll just give everyone a few minutes to join, and then yeah, we'll get started. Why don't we all can everyone hear me all okay before I go any further? Can everyone hear me? If you could just type something in the comments, that'd be awesome. Espanol, sorry, I do not speak Spanish. Hello from Brazil. Hey Jessica, how's it going? Can you hear me all okay? Can I get some hearts if you can hear me? There we go, there's a couple. Thank you. Awesome. I'll just give everyone a few minutes if anyone else is keen to join, and then today I'm going to be talking about all about productivity, a 3-step productivity system. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Can everyone jump into the chat quickly and tell me where you are tuning in from? I'm sitting in Auckland, New Zealand, and it is a beautifully miserable day outside. So I'm sure that wherever you're tuning in from is going to be nicer than it is here. So where's everyone tuning in from? Let me know. Hollywood, California, Germany, New York City. Awesome. Hey, Alejandro. Will, show us your tits. Sorry. No can do. Guatemala City, Brazil. Okay, so what's this? This is Periscope, Middle East. Rowan, Ohio. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm just going to quickly copy this link and just share this in a few more places. Okay. I mean, what am I doing? Today I'm going to talk about a 3-step productivity system. And, oh, I've got this coming up. Okay, today I'm going to be talking about a, hey, from Hamilton, Sam Hughes. How's it going, Sam? And you have the system. You've got it already. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be talking about a 3-step productivity system. For those of you who are kind of like, who's this guy on my phone talking? My name's Paul, and I blog about productivity over at paulminers.com, and I have a free email course called the 7-Day Productivity Plan. How long ago, Adam? This didn't start long ago. I've only been on a few minutes, really just waiting for people to tune in. So yeah, you haven't missed anything yet, Adam. Sorry, I talk too fast. I'll slow down. I actually know that I do that. I get a bit excited, so I'll try and slow down. But do let me know if I do talk too fast. Hey, from Fungaproa. Deb, how's it going? Hi, Paul from Colorado Springs. I'm great. Weather here was so stink. Yeah, it's miserable outside. I'll show you quickly. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of grey. It's not very nice. It's winter here in New Zealand at the moment, so the weather is less than ideal. Okay, so yeah, I'll get started then. So today I'm going to be talking about a 3-step productivity system. Now, yeah, as I was saying before, for those who are kind of like, who is this guy on my phone? My name's Paul, and I blog about productivity over at paulminers.com, and I'm going to slow down a bit. And I've got a free email course called the 7-Day Productivity Plan, which has already helped thousands of people to create a more productive routine and lifestyle. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about using productivity to get more out of life. And I'm the kind of person who's always aiming for bigger and better things. And for me, productivity is the tool for getting more out of life. If anyone agrees with me and likes the idea of learning about productivity, can I get some hearts on the screen if you like this idea of productivity as a tool for getting more out of life? Love it, Sam Hughes. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Lots of hearts. Awesome. So it's great to see that we have a lot of people listening who are passionate about productivity. So as I was saying, I have this free email course, the 7-Day Productivity Plan, and with the way this works is that for 7 days, people receive an email a day for 7 days, and it takes them through this process of learning how to be more productive. And in that very first email, what I do is I ask people to reply to me and to tell me their biggest problems in regards to personal productivity. And by far the most common problems that I hear when people reply to me is either they have too much to do, they have this long task list, and not enough time to do it in. And what this results in, what if you stay at home at... I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean, Sam. What this results in is people often have these kind of level 2 problems, I call them, which are procrastination and a lack of motivation. And so if anyone has suffered from a lack of motivation or procrastination, show me those hearts. If you've had any of these problems, and if you've ever had this feeling of, I've got so much to do and not enough time, tap the screen, and by a show of hearts, let me know if you agree that this is a big problem for you. Awesome, so we're seeing some hearts. Yes, both. Cool. Awesome. Hey, if anyone's listening as well, I'd love if I just pause right here. If anyone's on Twitter, if you could swipe left to right on your phone, or I'm not sure how it works on Android, and if you could share a link on Twitter as well, that would be great. I'd really appreciate the shares. And keep those hearts coming. If there's anything I say that you think is really useful, I'd love to see what you guys find the most useful by just seeing those hearts coming through. Okay, so we'll get started with the 3-step productivity system. So this system is the simplest way I can define Android. Thanks, Deb. Android, swipe up. So swipe up and you can share on Android. Thank you, Deb. That's awesome. So this 3-step productivity system is basically the result of having talked to a lot of people who have gone through the 7-day plan and finding out their problems. I've basically condensed everything I know about productivity into a 3-step system. And so step number 1, really, when it comes to productivity, I find, is to get very clear on your goals. And what I mean by this is getting very specific. And so this idea of creating SMART goals, so smart, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And so starting with some sort of vision for what you want your life to look like. And that can be a personal vision or a professional vision. So if you might have a separate goal that you're working towards in your personal life compared to your professional life. And so I really like to start with this idea of creating this vision of what you want your life to look like. And then from there, what I recommend people do is, actually no, I'll back up a little bit. Why is goal setting step number 1? Because you might be wondering, what has this got to do with personal productivity? Well, productivity is the result of being more effective and more efficient. And I think there's a bit of a misconception out there. People think that productivity is just about doing more, and they think it's just about doing things quickly. And this isn't completely true. Yes, efficiency is important, but you actually have to be working on the right things to begin with. And that's why setting goals is so important. So getting clear on your goals, really, I see, is the most important step when getting started with productivity. Sam, gives you purpose and vision in life. Exactly, Sam, I couldn't agree more. It gives you a purpose, it gives you a sense of meaning behind what you're doing. And so I know that me, with my website, my goal is to really help as many people as I can to be more productive because I'm so passionate about productivity. Can I follow you, bro? I'm from Christchurch. Yep, I'll go through everyone who's tuned in at the end, and if you give me lots of hearts, your name will stand out. So yeah, I'll definitely follow people back. Hello from Christchurch. How's it going? So if anyone's new to the stream, we're talking about a 3-step productivity system, and step number 1 is to get very clear on your goals. And sorry, the cat's going crazy. What are you doing? Wow, that cat is fast. Okay. So step number 2, actually let's stop there quickly. If anyone has a goal already that they're working towards, tap that screen and show me lots of hearts to show me that you're currently working on some sort of goal, whether it's something in your personal life or your professional life. Just tap that screen and show me lots of hearts. I want you, that's my goal. Oh, that's nice. And as Sam was saying before, goals are so important for giving you a sense of purpose and a sense of vision and meaning behind what you're doing. And it helps you clearly identify if you're being productive or not. If you don't have a goal, you could just be doing all this work and you actually have no idea whether you're working on the right thing. You're just doing all this work and you might be doing the right thing, you might not. So you've got to get very clear on your goals to begin with. And that's why I say they have to be smart, they have to be specific, they have to be measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. And so that's step number one. Step number two, when you've got these goals in mind, this big vision for what you want to achieve, is to dissect your goal into the smaller action steps that you need to complete. So the way I like to describe this is, imagine you're writing an essay. Think back, you're at school, maybe you're at school currently, but think about you're at school, you've got this essay to write, and maybe you've got 4,000 words to write and you've only got two weeks to do it in. And it can seem like this kind of daunting task. And when you actually break it down into, well, think about what do I need to do to get this essay done? List everything that you need to do. Well, with writing an essay, you might have to do some research to begin with. You probably want to create some sort of structure and plan. You want to write an introduction, the body, conclusion. You might want to do like a second draft, and then a final draft. Jake, I gave you 513 hearts. Thank you, Jake. That's awesome. Lots of hearts. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the hearts coming. If I say something interesting, show me with hearts. That would be awesome. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so we're writing this essay. So, come here. So you're writing this essay and you have all these things that you need to do, and you might need to do a plan, write an introduction, all this stuff. Ah, don't do it. Sorry, the cat's being crazy. Hearts for the cat. And when you dissect this goal and you actually list everything that you need to do to get this essay completed, it actually becomes a lot more realistic. You can actually see everything that you need to do, and it becomes a lot more realistic. And then what I recommend is you get all of these steps into some sort of task management system. Get them out of your head. Don't try and remember everything, because you will never remember everything. So get them into some sort of task management system. Sam, goals are so essential in everything we do. Love productivity. 100% agree. And so with all of these tasks that you've identified, get them into a system. And I recommend apps like Asana is a great one. I'm in Auckland, New Zealand at the moment, but I'm originally from the UK, so I sound English, but I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. And so in terms of tools that you can use, I use Asana to plan out all of my projects. So with the stuff that I'm doing on my website, my editorial calendar, everything that all the products that I'm making, I plan all that out in Asana. Another really popular app that you can check out is Todoist. Todoist is a really popular one. There's things like OmniFocus is another one. Things, there really is, we are so spoiled when it comes to apps and things that you can choose from. But more important than the app that you choose is just getting everything down into some sort of system, and you can use things like projects and labels and tags to organize everything. But really, to sum up step number 2, the importance here, can you spell that? I don't know about it on Asana. Oh, it's A-S-A-N-A, Asana. It's a great app. I use it every single day. I use it for my personal projects. Asana, A-S-A-N-A. Sorry for the accent if you don't understand me. We use it at work as well. It's great for working in teams because you can chat underneath all of the underneath your tasks. So at Mighty Ape, where I work, we actually have moved a lot of our internal communication into Asana. We don't use email as much anymore, which is awesome. So Asana's a great one. There's Todoist as well. Todoist is the other main one that people love to talk about. So yeah, you've just got to sum up step number 2 in this 3-step system, you just want to get everything out of your head, take that goal, dissect it into this list of all the small tasks that you need to do, and then get them into this system. Don't try and remember them. Get it down into the system, and you'll be amazed at when you do this, like how much more relaxed you feel. Because you can clearly see everything that you're doing. Hey Jake, thanks for joining. And so it just brings around like this great relaxation. You feel more organized, and actually starting the work and overcoming that procrastination is a lot easier because it appears more achievable. And then the final step in this 3-step system is to actually schedule time in your calendar to work on these individual tasks. So, and I think a lot of people just use a calendar to plan things like meetings and social events and their Facebook events and things like that. But actually using your calendar to plan when you're going to do specific tasks is incredibly powerful. And I almost sound silly recommending this because it is a very simple thing to do. But I actually just published a blog post, a case study about Joe, who is a young guy. He's a student who went through my 7-day productivity plan, and he actually tested my personal productivity toolkit, which is a product I'm currently working on. And he found that this process of scheduling time for his uni assignments was so simple but incredibly powerful, and he was able to get all his university assignments in a week ahead of time because he just planned his time well and he got everything done. And so I can quickly show you, if I just show you on my computer, I'll just give you a quick snapshot of my calendar. So you can see here, I've got blocks of time. If I go back a couple of weeks, I've got blocks of time for all of the things that I need to do. So these purple ones, these are the kind of my website related tasks. And I've literally blocked out bits of time for things that I need to do. And that's it. It's that simple. You can go through this task list that you created in step number 2. Look at those tasks that you need to get done and just schedule time for them. And again, when you get everything into your calendar like this, the organization that it creates and it really results in just you feeling a lot more organized and a lot less stressed, because you can literally see the calendar. You can see yourself achieving every single task, and it overcomes this lack of motivation, and it overcomes procrastination because you can see yourself achieving it. It appears a lot more realistic, and for that reason, it's just easier to get started. So that's it. That's my 3-step system. If you're interested in learning more about this, that's really a very concise way of describing it. But I have a completely free email course over at paulminers.com/7days. Completely free. You receive an email a day for 7 days, which will take you through how to do this in a lot more detail. And the email course as well covers things like how to manage your energy and your attention as well, because those are 2 other very important components of productivity. How do you hold yourself accountable? That is a great question. And one of the things I like to do is actually to share my goals with as many people as I can. So that's why I write things like a monthly report on my website. I want to have something good to say at the end of the month. When I post my report, I want to have something good to say. So that's one thing you can do, is just share your goals with as many people as you can. Something I do at work as well is I actually created projects in Asana for each area of my job description. So there are 3 key things that my job incorporates, and so I created these 3 projects, and I put all my work into these projects, and then I can share that with my manager and the people that are kind of following my progress, and that helps create this sense of accountability as well. And it really just comes down to sharing your goals with people. And I feel like when you put things into your calendar, it creates accountability in yourself as well, because when you put something in there, you're kind of making a promise to yourself that you're going to do something. You're saying, right, at 10 to 11 on a Saturday, I'm going to go for a run. And you're kind of making that promise to yourself. And so it becomes harder to procrastinate because you've already kind of made this little commitment. So that's another thing that I think another useful benefit of the calendar. So as I said, yeah, I've got the 7-day productivity plan over at paulminers.com, which takes you through this in a lot more detail. If that was useful for people, I'd love to get some final hearts. Just let me know if that was useful and if you're keen to learn more. Okay, good. Cool. I hope that was a good answer. And I'm going to be doing some more of these Periscope streams, so be sure to follow me and feel free to check out the replay. And if anyone has any questions that they'd like me to address in a future Periscope stream, then let me know quickly in the comments, and I'm happy to cover anything that you guys are struggling with, or apps that you want to check out, or anything else that you're keen to learn about in regards to productivity. Thank you very much. Followed. Awesome. well, if no one has anything they want to suggest for another stream, well, just make sure you follow me, and I'm going to be trying to do these streams at least a few times a week. But until next time, have a very productive day and a very productive week, and I'll catch you next time on Periscope. And thank you very much for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I had a great time, and thanks for the hearts, and thanks for watching.